How's it going, ladies and Bruce and Subbub? Sixkilla, welcome back to our guided playthrough of Tokyo Dark for our second playthrough. We are in Akihabara, probably the biggest, longest part of the game, I would say. We spent quite a while in Akihabara. We have to find the collector and all of that shit. That takes a bit of time and a lot of back and forth and all that, so let's have a look around. First thing we need to do, we've got a Maneki Neko kitty here somewhere. Over here somewhere? Is it this? No. Oh, there. I see you. Now we need to enter the arcade. Talk to her about the photo. Good. And now we're done here. Because the noise in here is oppressive, so I'm pretty glad about that. The maid cafe. There's a kitty outside. There's two kitties. I mean, it is a cat maid cafe and a cat cafe, so that makes sense. Nyan, welcome. Yes, we've done this already. We did this last time. I'm not humiliating myself again. Well, not for at least 30 more seconds, okay? Kitty! Nyan pancakes, please. You know how much we loved the Nyan pancakes last time. Alright, let's go. I need to go to the cat cafe. Yes, hello cat cafe. I think there's a Maneki Neko here as well, somewhere. Oh, there it is. Meow. Dude, we're doing so good. We got so many other kitties. It was born in the dark, a corrupted, misshapen creature that writhed upon the ground, stripped of divinity by the muck of our world. I took pity on the hulk of flesh before me out of respect for what it once was. I commanded it to take human shape and live among them in peace, to collect what was necessary to understand them. I know that voice, I've heard it before, back at the shrine. What was that? I've never seen that before. About the collector you mentioned earlier. The Curator, yeah, sure, but now's not a good time. Tomo keeps throwing up and pooping, a lot. I'm worried he might be really sick. I don't know what to do. When did all this start? Yesterday. His tummy seemed a little upset, but I didn't think much about it. But this afternoon he really started to explode, if you catch my drift. Sorry. I don't get it though, nothing in his diet has changed. It does sound odd. What does he eat normally? Oh, you know, the usual stuff. Sashimi mostly. Sashimi? You're joking, right? No, of course not. Why would I joke about that? You can't feed a cat sashimi. Of course you can, and the wild cats catch fish right out of the streams. It's the same thing. That's not exactly the same. I have a cat and I bet you feed it those store-bought foods with all the extra vitamins and minerals added in, right? Well, yeah. Ha, sucker. You bought into the corporate lies about pet health. Kitties can't be healthy eating that chemical swell. Chemical swell? Well, my cat's not puking everywhere, so... Sorry, I guess you're right. I got a little carried away there. I didn't mean to be rude, especially since you're only trying to help. Sorry, your cat do seem pretty healthy. Was there anything different about today's lunch order? Now that you mention it, I usually only order one box from Suichi, the sushi vendor next door. But for the last few days, I've received 2 boxes. I didn't really think anything of it until you mention it. Oh, what do I do? Say, you don't seem too busy. Why? Why don't I seem busy? I am busy. I'm very busy. Do I have a face that says, please give me errands? Oh no, but you're a fellow cat lover and he seems so nice. Why don't you take a second to go and talk to Suichi? Honest? I would, but I can't leave the store. I can't even think straight about the cat collector or anything else until this is off my mind. Please go talk to him. I'll talk to him. Alright, I'll have a chat to the Suichi and see what he knows. Thanks, you're a lifesaver. You ass. Hey, Suichi, right? I was wondering if you set up recurring lunch orders, maybe twice a week or something? Yep, that's no problem at all. We do that kind of thing for a lot of businesses around here. Why do you ask? I was just at the cat cafe next door and I saw one of your boxes, and work's moving me here in a few weeks, so I thought I'd see what my options were. It came from Sachiko's place, huh? Yeah. She had a standing order with me for years. I'm surprised a woman so small can eat 2 whole boxes. 2 boxes? No, her order's only for 1. If she was ordering 2, I'd suspect she was feeding it to her cats. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Anyway, do you normally deliver them yourself? Sachiko's right next door and a very sweet lady, so I always try to do it personally. That said, when it gets a bit hectic, I ask some of the other regulars around here to run it for me instead. If you see Sachiko, make sure to give him my regards. I'll try to go up there next time. So, about that standing order you want me to set up. Oh, I need to think about it a little bit more. I'll get back to you later. Thanks for the help. A little sketchy maybe, but definitely not a cat poisoner. Finding who supplied that second box should lead me to a suspect. Well, yeah. Back into the main cafe. Ayami Nyan, back so soon? Hi, is Mina Nyan back yet? I was hoping to ask her about that dressmaker you mentioned earlier. Oh, well, she's here, but the thing is, I don't think she'll be able to talk. Something awful has happened. It's really bad. How bad are we talking? Monumentally, horrifically terrible, Ayami Nyan. The perfect storm of soul-crushing existential dread. Can I help? Oh, Ayami Nyan is so kind-hearted. Yeah, okay. Skip. I'll find you a plush. Listen, I can't promise you as rare of a plush as Samuel Cuddles tonight, but I'll find you something, alright? Cuddlesworth. Samuel Cuddlesworth, the second. Twice removed, actually. Why are you looking at me like that? Because you're fucking nuts, lady. Leaving now. Why are you looking at me like that? Oh, I wonder. I fucking wonder. Alright, let's play the crane machine. We gotta get this kitty. We gotta get this bunny out of the way. Okay. Just drag it over. You can't even pick the bunny up. Goddamn bunny in the way. Just keep dragging it out of the way. There we go. Perfect. Oh my god. It's a lot more forgiving than Yakuza's ones. Jesus. No, you fuck. Oh my god, it's really forgiving. Alright, we got it. Ask about Collector. Hello again, that's supposed to be the friend I heard about. Akane, right? Yeah, but if you'd open your eyes for literally 2 seconds, you'd see we're a little busy right now. Go away. What's wrong? I don't know you. What do you care? You tell me what happened, maybe I can help. She's fine. One of her customers is an asshole, that's all. Customer? Don't look at her like that. It's not what you think. I work at one of the JK cafes around here. I want high school girls in uniform to serve food and play games and stuff. Nothing weird. Usually the customers want to hold my hand or pretend to be my teacher. Sometimes they buy me things. It's harmless. It doesn't bother you that these customers want to hold your hand are mostly middle-aged men? Hey, you don't know her. Don't act all high and mighty just because you're older. It's better than working in some shitty restaurant or at a convenience store. Fine, you're right, I can't judge you, but obviously something isn't working out if she's crying like that. I already told you, one of her clients is an asshole. Akane, right? Why don't you tell me what happened? I don't get him, he was nice to me, but then he said I wouldn't go into this dirty sewer with him and he snapped. He threatened me and told me I was an ugly little girl. Wait, back up. Did you say he tried to get you into a sewer? He's just a fat, disgusting old pervert. I never want to see him again. He was so nice before. He would hold my hand and say how pretty I was. Why would he say all those things? Fat old pervert who goes into the sewer. Yep, there's no doubt about it. This client of yours, I know him. You know him? Make him stay away from Akane. In fact, make him stay the hell out of Akihabara. Before you said you wanted to know about the Collector, right? How about this? You make it so me and Akane never see his fat, four-eyed pervert face again. We'll tell you everything you want to know. Do we have a deal? Deal. If we're dealing with who I think we are, then I'm more than happy to help out. Really? Thank you. I think I heard he was heading to a club in Shinjuku before he left for the train station. Yeah, I know the one. I know the one. Poisoning cats. How'd you... Wait. It's not what you think. Man, I'm such a detective. I'm just like, you're the cat poisoner. Wait, how did you know? I rent the apartment above his shop and the furballs are always yelling at night. The nutjob owner gives them sashimi at lunch, so just added some laxatives to it as all. I won't seriously hurt them or nothing. A little clean-up is fair payback for her cats keeping me up day after day. That woman's ruining my damn life and she doesn't care. I'm not the only one who thinks that either. She should be glad it was me who taught her a lesson and not someone else. Alright, fine, I get it. You're at the end of your rope. Thing is, I'm kind of a cat person and I'm kind of a cop. Consider this a warning. Fine, whatever you say, lady. No, not whatever I say, lady. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. 3 bags full, ma'am. Okay? Good. She's beautiful. Where'd you find her? I deem you Countess Belinda Flufflestuff. Thank you, man. Lady Belinda isn't Samuel, but I suppose one must learn to move on from those things. Wow, that was quick. Anyway, since you're feeling better, can you tell me what you know about this collector now? Of course. Mistress Ayami-nyan. I heard she studied fashion design in France and then came to Japan. She knows everything there is to know about Akiba fashion. She designed my maid costume I have on right now. She didn't ask for money? Strange, how did you find her? Well, you probably won't believe me, but I spent a lot of time outside here promoting the cafe. Sometimes I noticed the signs would flicker, the images on them would change. I can see from the mistress's expression she doesn't believe me. It's true, I swear on my 9 lives. She shows you what you want on the signs, like an invitation to trade. Then, when there's 3 paper cranes outside her shop, you can go down, and she shows you what she has. Her taste is impeccable, she's never wrong. Listen, I get that maids are supposed to play along with fantasies and all that, but this is kind of hard to swallow. But it's true, Ayami-nyan. Supposedly she got some local computer hacker type to give her access to some of the signs in the area remotely. I think the other shop owners here don't mind because that only happens occasionally, and the stories probably bring in more business than the signs themselves. Am I missing something here? How does she know what you want? Ayami-nyan, you're supposed to be the detective, not me. I bet she's got webcams everywhere so she can see what the girls are wearing and try to bait them in. It's a small group of people who know that rumor to begin with anyway. It's like a subliminal advertising. Nyan. Mina Nyan, what's wrong? No, it's not like that. It's not like what? This dress, the one she made for me, it was exactly what I wanted. The bells, the stitching, everything down to the last detail. Everyone always assumed I had it commissioned, but I never told anyone the truth, because I was scared. Somehow she knew exactly what I wanted. And all she asked for in return was an old handmade dress my mother and I made together. An amazing deal, right? But something wasn't right about her or her shop. I mean, who has a shop that is 4 levels deep in a basement in a room with no other customers? I felt like some sort of criminal, even though all I was doing was getting a dress. And you know, the dress, the one I gave up, it was cheap. The stitching was subpar and there were patches all over it from the times I had to get to repair it. Despite all that, I wish I'd never given it away. Sometimes I think I should try and get it back, but the truth is, I'm afraid to. I don't want to go back there. Sorry, Ayami-nyan. Got a little serious there. That's everything I know, though. Thanks again for getting me Lady Belinda. No problem, don't go losing her now. I haven't had any new kitties in a while. We gotta get a new kitty. You know? Boom. Fixed. Okay, that was easy. Sometimes you can skip and sometimes you don't. You can't. I have absolutely no idea what causes that. You know? Alright, we gotta go to Shinjuku, I suppose. And deal with that guy. Goto. We've been in Akihabara for a while, but we're getting through it a lot faster now. Plus we can skip a lot of the dialogue now, which is nice. Oh crap, you know you're bad for business. Don't worry, I'm not planning on staying long. Where's Goto? Goto, he's sweet on him all of a sudden now. I'm not messing around, you seen him? Yeah, I saw him outside the bar 15 minutes ago. Where was he heading? Where do you think? Towards his favourite love spot with some little thing in tow. Believe it or not, I didn't think to follow him beyond that. Better be quick, with all you cops hovering around. I doubt he'll stay here for long. Oh, if it isn't my favourite detective, suppose I should thank you. Ever since that night, this place has got more of a dangerous appeal. Detective, you called the cops? I'm getting out of here, you creep. Bitch was a prude anyway. You barely let me touch her. You're not a prude though, are you? Now we're alone. Why don't we start from where you left off? Don't look at me like that. She's 16. Old enough to know what she wants. As adults, we can do whatever we want, right? The sewer. Another standoff. It felt so familiar. Guess I should be grateful that you haven't broken out the rope yet. First I warn you about trespassing, and I find you here again after some girl in Akihabara says you've been harassing her. You've been following me, huh? Didn't realize you liked me that much. It's okay, detective. I know why you really came and found me. No one will disturb us down here. You're disgusting. How many students have you harassed and lured down here? Like I said, I like him young. I'm not sure why you're laughing. Harassment and stalking of a minor is a crime, and one that I'm not sure your company would appreciate being public knowledge. If I catch you in the sewer again, or even catch a whiff of your stink around Akihabara, I'll bring you in myself and make sure everyone knows it. Got it? Settle down. Let's just talk this through. Money. You cops aren't paid much, right? Fine, but your supervisor will hear about this. Even though he's an idiot, Goto probably knew that I didn't have a strong case against him. Nothing that would land him in jail anyway. All I could have hoped for was his need to maintain appearances. Compelled him to stay away from Akihabara long enough for me to get the information I needed. You should have killed him. He's awful. Alright, we're leaving Shinjuku. Where's the next kitty? I think we got like 12 now? Got 12 now? I think we got 12. Come on, let's go. This is our last one. We need to get to the collector. Oh, you're back. You don't look so good. I'm fine. Goto won't give you any more trouble. Boom. Dunsky. Alright, here we go. The details are always hazy in a dream. All of a sudden, the face of a person you're talking to changes, or you might go from being in your old elementary school to the street with your favourite bar in the blink of an eye. But in the dream, it doesn't matter. There's no logic because it's a dream. It's a world that has its own rules, and you accept them without thinking about why. It's only when you wake up that you realise all the little details were so wrong. How did I not see it the first time I was here? Nothing here makes sense because the dark doesn't follow our rules. Look around you. Interesting, isn't it, the way the mind twists itself into knots to see what it desires? I know this place. I remember it. This conversation, you, everything. What should I call you? Collector never really made much sense to me. Call me whatever you want, it doesn't matter. I have no need for a name. I must say, detective, you seem remarkably lucid. How many times have we had this conversation before, I wonder? I'm not sure. What's happening to me? Have I gone back? I did say we would meet again, but what you've said would be impossible. The world has rules, after all. You did not go back, you've simply come here again, and in doing so, you have finally paid back your debt to me in full. I'm grateful, really I am. You did not disappoint. Only now I know how you want this to play out. This time, there'll be no questions, no getting into my head. You won't trick me again. Trick you? How did I trick you, detective? Whatever this is, the reason I'm experiencing this again has to do with you, doesn't it? And the tea, man. You're mistaken, I don't have that kind of power. I only ever tried to help you. You came to me seeking your precious Tanaka, the truth. A girl that you pitied and hated in equal measure. I gave you a path to all of them. Understanding the trauma of a young girl's mind gave you the lens necessary to see the dark's shape. The mask, as I instructed you, was a tool to find your lost Tanaka, no trick. You neglected to mention certain details. They were unnecessary for your progress. It isn't fair. I feel like I'm trapped in my own body, watching myself make the same mistakes all over again. Every time I think that I've remembered the past and see a way out, it slips away, and I go back to the same path I've already been on. I'm afraid the human mind is ill-equipped for such memories. It changes nothing. Every reaction has already been decided for you. The universe, the flow of time, your puppet masters, whatever you wish to call them, have scripted your choices before you even existed. Frustrating, isn't it? One way or another, this has to end. I see, a typical response, and a boring one. Why must everything be so tidily arranged into a beginning, middle, and end? I think you're seeing it incorrectly. Resisting the flow and coming back to me is no failure, no, quite the opposite. You must understand, there is no right choice that will grant you an escape. All options available to you are merely dissonant, muddying the melody of a song that is already played. Continuing to resist the inevitable final notes is truly a unique talent, an opportunity not many possess. There are no happy endings, detective. There are only two possibilities. Resist, or become a slave to your destiny. A slave? What are you talking about? The Kamenkai had noble goals, but by containing the corruption of the divine, they let it breed. And the dark has been without a true master for some time, as you know. For now, anyway. Something is coming. The dark, whatever's coming, none of it has anything to do with me. Exactly. Why submit to a fate that you're not invested in? Your exposure to the mask, an item wrought with the same energy as the door, it's freed you to new possibilities, can't you see? Tell me, as I've always been curious, how does it feel to remember another version of yourself? Does that Ayami Ito feel like a different person? What if that person is more you than you? No, it's not like that. There's only one me. Even if this is absurd, all of it. I sometimes wonder if there's an Ayami out there who never found the mask and shot the girl in Kamakura, an Ayami who's happy. Somehow I doubt it. One way or another, the mask ends up with you, and the girl's fate intertwines with yours. You said yourself that I should resist. What's the point if it's inevitable? What's the point? Lifetimes ago, I met another like you. Like you, she was bound to a fate she didn't choose, but unlike you, she accepted it. Hatred consumed her and drove her mad. She lost her humanity. Are we talking about Reina? Or the original mask bearer? I've devoted my time to understanding your kind, to understanding how these ephemeral creatures came to be of such importance. My advice is this: resist. Follow the flow back to me again. Spend a few final moments as Ayami Ito before you are consumed. I'll make my own path. I don't need you to tell me how to do it. We shall see. I hope we meet again. That was interesting. So we even know about the Kamenkai and everything. We know everything. We shouldn't, but we do, because we remember the past versions of ourselves. This has got some Uchikoshi type time travel stuff all over it, you know? It's got the smell of that all over it. The air in the collector's basement was stagnant and heavy. If I stayed any longer, I feel like it may have suffocated me. But for the time I was there, Akihabara faded away into a distant memory. I returned to the surface, put my hand up to shield my eyes from the sunlight, and listened to the people on the street. Their conversations seemed so pointless, part of a world I no longer belonged to. The busy sounds of the streets swept the cobwebs up from my mind, forcing me to remember everything I told the collector, and everything he impossibly knew. I told him so much, but did I have a choice? Maybe he was right and I was a puppet after all. At that moment it didn't matter. The dark and the mask both belonged to a world I was now a part of. Normal methods of investigation wouldn't lead me to them. Countless paths were narrowed to two, and I had no choice but to march forward toward the leads I'd been given. As I left Akihabara behind, one thing bothered me. How did the collector know so much about me? Was I really so easy to read? I didn't have time to dwell on it. Kazuki and Reina were in the dark. That much had all been but confirmed. And now I had a means, however impossible, to find them. Two paths, the mask and the dark. Both were necessary, and I had to make a choice of which to follow first. Chase after a talent agency in Tokyo's red light district, or back to Kamakura to visit Mai, the girl I nearly got killed. Neither seemed very appealing. My logical side didn't understand how either would help. But as everything around me cracked and crumpled away, logic didn't matter anymore. I had to choose, or maybe something would choose for me. That would be me. Habukicho. It's time to find some more Maneki Nekos. It's Neko time. Oh, boom. Okay, apparently there's two just sitting around here. The collector mentioned a talent agency by the name of Omega here in Kabukicho, with ties to Reina. Unless there's a big sign advertising it, which I highly doubt, I'll need to ask around to find it. Kitty! And there's one over here apparently somewhere. There. 2 kitties. Not bad, man. Not bad. There's one here too. Meow. That's 16. We only got 4 more to go and we got them all. Hey, do you know this area? What? I had a question about... What? Speak up. I can't hear you. The speaker's right there. You're gonna have to talk louder. I'm looking for an agency. You're looking for a vacancy? In what? No, what? I'm looking for an information about an Omega talent agency. Do you know anything? Whoa. You really shouldn't shout things like that around here. Excuse me, miss. We were hoping you might join us next door. Consider it an invitation from an admirer. Besides, it's a much nicer venue than this dump. Yeah, in fact, we'd be happy to escort you. How about fuck you? Take a few steps back, creep. Think I'll go anywhere with you? Yeah, I think you will. Sorry for a little too polite before. I wasn't asking your permission. Forcing me would be a big mistake. Oh yeah, how do you figure? Look around, you think anyone's gonna help you? Promise you this much. People see us escorting you out of here, and they'll look the other way. Yeah, I could probably break your nose right now, order a drink, and the bartender will bring me that drink before you even dreamed of wiping your blood off the floor. Not that I'm threatening you, understand? Of course not, we wouldn't want you to feel like you're in danger. Now let's go. Obviously we're not going to have a choice. Welcome, come in. Yeah. No thanks. I see, then excuse me while I pour one for myself. Skip. No, I'll never work for you. Don't make this more difficult than it has to be. You'll agree eventually, so why fight it? I know a lot about you. Yeah, I know. Leave Kabukicho. Akihabara. We're going to the cat cafe. Yeah. Now we get around out here, huh? We only got like 3 kitties to go. Welcome back. I think Tomo remembers you. You must be appreciative of all your help to make him feel better. Although, I've had to stop the deliveries of sashimi. Even the smell seems to set off his bowels. Another quirk added to an already quirky character. Maybe it's a sign that you were right about the fish. Yeah, listen, we need to talk. Okay, sure. Why the serious face? What's wrong? You owe the Yakuza? How exactly does the owner of a cat cafe get mixed up with the Yakuza? What do you mean? I met someone recently who gave me a contract with your name on it to sign. I've read it and it seems like you owe them quite a bit of money. Why? I've been around this kind of stuff for a long time, and I can't figure out how a cat cafe earns that kind of money. Money? Yakuza? Wait, you're working for her? Why? I'm not working for anyone. All I got is this contract in your name, and I want to know why. The truth is, this place isn't all above board, or it is, but it wasn't always. I didn't borrow money or anything that stupid. When I was setting up this place, I was just trying to stay above water. But the building owner kept coming by to complain, and these government types and health inspectors came knocking. I never realized how complicated opening up at a place like this in Tokyo could be. All those rules and regulations. All they ever wanted was to help out the kiddies and make people happy. Then she came by, someone who loved cats as much as I did. She offered to help me smooth things over with everyone. I mean, I saw the tattoos and everything, but I thought, I don't think you should judge people because of how they look. I still don't. There's no way I was going to stay open and keep my kitties if I didn't get help fast, so I accepted her offer and things got better pretty quickly after that. The building owner stopped complaining and all the permits fell into my lap. Maybe you think I was stupid, but most of the cats here would be stray or dead if I didn't get their help. For a while I thought I was saved by a guardian angel. After all, she loved the cats and was kind and friendly to me. It's been quiet too. The business with Tomo's bowels was the first incident I've had in months. About 2 months after accepting her help, when I was closing up shops, some men showed up with a contract like the one you're holding. They said it was for services rendered or something like that. It wasn't much at the time, so I signed it. I owed her a lot after all. I was doing pretty well. Only they kept coming back, and every time they came back, they had a new contract. Every contract wanted more and more money. It's gotten out of hand. I can't keep up anymore. Kasumi won't even see me anymore to talk about it. You didn't really think you'd get a favor from the Yakuza for nothing, did you? I wasn't being greedy, Ito. I thought she was trying to help. Helping's the only way she knows how. Can you not? God damn. Please, you have to help me. The amount of money they asked for is out of hand. I'm doing well now, but if they got their way, I'd be out of business. You have to tell Kasumi. Please. Tell her that if this place closes down, all those cats, there'll be no place for them to go. The poor kitties. They'll be put down. I can't support them myself. I don't think Animal Services would let me keep them. I couldn't live with myself if that happened. I'm begging you, Ito. Don't do this. Don't sign or help. We've already done this. Damn it, doesn't matter what I need from her. I can't make you sign this in good conscience. Hooray, I knew good would prevail in the end. Thanks. How'd you get mixed up with that woman anyway? I need some information from her. You should be careful. I don't know about her, but her thugs are dangerous. Last time they were here, I heard them talking about having to teach a girl from another cafe a lesson or something. Makes you feel sick even thinking about it. What else you'd expect for guys like that? Breaking legs is probably all they're capable of outside of grunting and drinking. Could be naive, but I don't get how someone could be so two-faced. When I started seeing her face in the papers lately, I couldn't believe it. Surely that ruthless woman they were talking about couldn't be the Kasumi I knew, or so I thought. Guess it's like you said, a tiger can't change its stripes, right? Maybe so. At any rate, you should probably be more careful with who you trust in the future. Sorry, I didn't mean to wrap you up in all this, but thank you for not making me sign. So what's your plan? Not sure if I really have one. Maybe I can appeal to her kinder self. If she really is a cat lover, I'm sure she'd wouldn't want to see the little guys hurt, right? Oh no, I've really got myself in trouble, haven't I? Maybe I should go instead. The contract was given to me. I better deal with it myself. Plus, I get the impression that being confined by the cops hasn't put her in a great mood. I'm sure you don't agree, but I still think there's something good in her. Sometimes I can't help but wonder if she'd be doing all these things if she didn't grow up into that life. And all the kiddies loved her when they played with her. Cats are such good judges of character. I somehow don't think her treatment of animals correlates too much with their treatment of people. I'm suddenly starting to feel a little queasy thinking about going back there without the contract. Damn it, Ayami, you've really gotten yourself into one this time, haven't you? No point dwelling on it now. I made my mind up. And I can't run Yakuza debt collections just because I'm in a tight spot. Take care, don't worry. My kiddies are never wrong in judging someone's character. Yeah, sure, I'll think of something, but I need you to lay low and maybe close up shop for a while until I sort something out. Alright, well, next step is back to Kasumi. We know how this plays out already, but I think we need to wrap this one up because we're out of time for today, but I think we're doing pretty good. Now, what are you doing here? Go back. Honestly, little one, I don't want you to get hurt. Go home. We've gotten a lot done in 3 episodes, but I don't know how many endings we're going to be able to get this way. This is... yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We probably won't do all 11 endings. I couldn't see myself doing that, but we will do as much as we can do. And hopefully we get the most important ones. The ones that really matter. There's a lot of endings, and some of them are probably less important than others. I hear there's an ending you can get just from dropping your sanity to a minus 100. That's probably not a major ending. Easy to get, but you know, it's just go crazy, they end, I guess. I mean, we could do that too, who knows. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.